finally got it going here. Oh man, sorry about that. My computer just did something. I don't know what happened. Oh man. Wow, lots of people in the chat blowing it up here. What's going on? Let's see. Fair winds, what's going on? Transport bandits, what's going on? Steve, Pastor Anthony, Mark, let's see. Change. Hey, y'all. Yeah, guys. um, a little issue with getting hooked up here. Again, this is the second time I'm using this mic, hoping that the audio is much better because my room is a vortex of echo. And so, yeah, hopefully you can hear me and it's not too loud. It's not too echoey. Hopefully, this mic does better than my absolute trash mic through the laptop. So, yeah, glad to be with you guys. Got out of church, went over to the Wendy's. Um, we put them down. Not gonna lie, we put them down. Um, we got the good old Dave's double and a large chili. Took no prisoners. We put it down. Got the beautiful. Well, there's only two left, but the hot chili from Wendy's. Basically baptized that whole thing in the chili sauce, and so my mouth is still on fire. I've been crying a little bit. I put a whole lot in there, so we are living the good life here. Yeah. So, a little update. Just kind of starting everything off. I As you saw, fair winds from the live and from his video. We attacked my turbo and manifold. It just about killed us, killed me. He was a absolute machine. He got down in the depths of the battle. It was wild. He was a huge help to me. A real blessing, seriously, to have him here. And yeah, just great to have him here and help me with this. Save me some serious. He said, "I hate Cummins." Oh boy. Yeah, he wasn't too happy with all the stuff around the Cummins engine. I think he likes the Cummins, but just not what's around it. I'll take it if you watch my other channel. You know if it's um posted right. Yeah, so did all that and then started it up and we lost oil, we lost coolant because there's coolant and oil feeding through the turbo and excuse me. And so from that, I ended up discovering that when I went to fill up my coolant, that I do have a leak. That leak, if you didn't see my Instagram post, it is from the water hose. It's the back of the water pump. It's the hose that goes to the EGR cooler and the turbo itself. So pretty important. And so I ended up doing that, or I'm discovering that there is a crack. It's rusted out and cracked. We did move it quite a bit, but it was on its way out anyways, to be honest. And so thankfully, I guess we found that out. And the exciting part is that that is a dealer part. That is not a O'Reilly's, AutoZone, Napa, anybody. That is a go to a Mopar dealership or whatever, factory direct. um, and so, anyways, yeah, all the online places say, yeah, it's only $200, but it'll get there in about 2 weeks. That's not going to work for me. So I called the dealership. Well, Thursday, Friday morning, whatever it was, as soon as I could that next day. and said, "Hey, I've got to have this. How much is it? When can it be here?" They said, "Oh yeah, we'll have it here Monday, but it's it's like $350, so almost double for getting it here Monday." I That just about kills me, but it's so true. The amount of money that I would have been able to make versus waiting and paying just $150 less. It's no comparison. I'll make much more money paying that now and then driving and making it happen. So yeah, B Harris Stealership for real. Excuse me. That chili is not messing around. Cade Dyer. Yeah, I absolutely agree. Being down longer would have cost me so much more money rather than just paying it up front and getting out on the road. So I believe this is it's a one bolt. Um, it's one bolt, and then there's two where it connects to the EGR line, EGR cooler line, as well as the turbo line. They have a rubber gasket washer, whatever, not a washer. Um, Rubber ring, whatever, to seal it. You pull those both off, and then the one bolt, and I should be good to go. So it's going to be messy pulling that off. It's still on there as of right now. I'll lose even more coolant, so that'll be awesome. And then put the new one on, and then fill up all the new coolant back to it. So um, so yeah, let's see here. Awesome. Oh, gotcha. He got fair winds to the Walmart. Cool. Let the truck run so much needed turbo. TJ, great question. So from the 30 seconds that we had it running, I did not have the actual air junk. The actual like rubber air line going from the turbo to the air filter. I just had the literal turbo just wide open there. Sounded beautiful. Sounded clean. It was it's not a crazy performance one. It's a slightly bigger wheel and nothing crazy, but very happy with it. So far, I haven't actually driven it. It's just idled and looked at it, saw it, and liked what it was doing. So and then that's when I discovered the coolant leak. So that's when I discovered that's not what I'm happy with. But yeah. Here was among seas. I watch you all the time. Awesome. Let's see. Get for the CP34 pump ASAP. Gotcha. Daniel, my truck is at the Freightliner dealer. Gonna hate to see this bill. Oh dear, hustle haul and tow. In the shop 2 times last week. First time brake caliper stuck. Oh, while on the road. Oh dear. Next day, mass airflow sensor changed it. What turns? It's the harness. Oh dear. Waiting on the part two. Oh man, the harness for the mass airflow sensor. Um, I'm trying to remember where that harness goes. Um, dare I ask, how much is that harness for your truck? Let's see. Gregory Smith, by the way, how is marriage going? It is going, man. It is a learning experience. Communication is just wild. I need to get better at it. Um, she has been gracious with me. It's just been it's been wild. So with me being home, it's been odd because it's ever since the honeymoon, I've been home, and usually I'm half home, kind of a thing. I'm gone half the week roughly. I've been working on the new business, the dumpster rental business that I have, and it's just been odd. We still don't have that routine, that normal route. We're just kind of it kind of just feels like we're just kind of floating around, and it's just odd to me. So yeah, it's good, but we're just trying to, what's normal, what's balanced, what's making a priority to communicate, to talk, to spend time with each other, and just kind of learn this. It's very different. So yeah. Let's see. Um, can't catch a break. No more oil baptism going on. Yes. Oh man. If you could have seen, and I've got more pictures of it, but the charge pipe from the turbo, man, there was oil coming through there. And so I'm assuming my intercooler is enjoying its quite a bit of oil as well, all the way up to the other side of the air intake, to the engine, which is not good. Burning oil going through the air deal there. So, anyways, yeah. Hopefully everything gets cleaned out over time. The new turbo that's running correctly can push that through and get through this gunk. I'm gonna definitely be using some additives and probably changing filters quicker, just to hopefully make the system, make it easier on this overall system. We'll see. So yeah. You assume they say in price, and I don't even know yet. Oh man, you're writing a blank check. Wow, that's scary. I'm with you there. Oh man, what part of India do you live in? Are you close to Louisville? No, I'm about an hour away from Indianapolis. Brandon. Yeah, I live in Davenport, Iowa. How many miles on the bad turbo? Yeah, so I'm going to be making a video about this and kind of talking through a little bit more about it. But the old turbo was my original turbo with 592,000 miles. I think I got my money's worth out of it. I'm sure over time I have lost the fuel economy because of the efficiency and many of those other factors besides shooting oil, breaking through that seal and all that. So that should be fairly interesting. Oops. Um, there we go. Um, Kind of going through that, but uh, yeah. So um, I I guess I would like to say, well, I did say it jokingly, but I really hope that I can get just as many miles out of this new turbo as the old one. So we shall see. Yeah. Let's see. How much over? Can you give a short rundown on this CP4 kit everyone is talking about putting on the Ford? Grim Reaper, I wish I could. I'm not the guy for that. I don't want to guess. I don't want to speculate. If anybody else does know some information on that, please share that in the comments here. Um, I, I I barely know enough to be dangerous, so I don't even want to go there. Sorry about that. If it was for a Ram thing, and I had a truck with a CP4 pump, I would definitely probably know about it. But I just don't. So let's see the cookie. What's going on? The cookie, dude. Every time I see the cookie, it just makes my day so much better. I love it. Platinum Haulers, new subscriber. Oh, cool. Wanted to say, hey, what's going on, man? Glad to have you here. Hopefully I can be a help and everybody else here in the chat. Yeah, awesome, awesome. Greg, I watch both of your channels for everyone's awesome, awesome. Would you recommend a big or small company for a beginner? Cade, there's pros and cons to either of those. There's more, I would say, opportunities overall at a bigger company. Um, Maybe they have slightly less pay. Maybe these smaller companies can afford to pay a little bit more because they're a little bit more desperate for drivers, to maintain drivers, because they've got to, get a certain amount of trailers out, just like everybody else. But it's a little bit more on the line for them as a smaller company. You're probably at a smaller company again, not a number. Maybe at a bigger company, you are more of a number. It just depends on how you interact with them, how you feel like they interact with you. There's just a lot of things about choosing between who you go with on that. So um, overall, for a beginner, if you want someone to maybe hold your hand a little bit more, and hopefully talk you through things, or be more gentle with you or something, I guess I would go with a small company. But if you're wanting more opportunities, you're wanting probably bigger that's another thing. Fuel discounts through bigger companies, who have more drivers using more fuel at some of these larger truck stops. That means larger discounts with these bigger companies. So is it the dollar, or is it the atmosphere? Kind of different things kind of going along with it. There's lots of different uh ways to look at this, I guess. So I would just say, there's not one size fits all. What are your biggest needs is like where I would go with. Is that a good place to be? Hey, Daniel and Fairwinds Following Seas, thanks for all the videos. Hope to meet you guys on the road starting at the end of the month. Hillbilly Trucker, awesome, man. Awesome, awesome. Daniel, I love the channel. I'm getting ready to jump into the RV hauling industry. I've done a lot of research. Your channel has been a big help. Thank you very much. Hope to see you on the road. Awesome. Captain K. Absolutely, man. Congratulations on getting it going. Awesome, awesome. Grim Reaper stops the entire. Awesome. Talking through all that. These never performance diesel page. They sell a CP4 kit. Ram has them too. Yes. Yeah. And as I was saying that, I was like, well, I don't have one. I have a Ram, but I don't have one, but other people do. So yeah. Yes. Energy save my injector. Highly recommend. Oh wow. Okay. Tim Freeman. Hello, Turbo Daniel. I would call Fairwinds and Following Seas Turbo Casey there, because he was the man with the plan, getting that turbo manhandled. So huge help to me. Let's see. Um, said, but small has been pretty nice too. Gotcha. I can say this. I'm sure it was the same. Horizon has been great to me, and even though we are a larger company, I feel like more than a number, and that may be because of my work ethic. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. At Synergy, they're bigger, I guess, not the biggest. Um, but the relationships that I've built, that's another thing. If you don't build relationships, and there's a number of different, possibilities, things happen. But if you aren't friendly, it's hard to want to be your friend. Common sense, that's straight out of the Bible. So if you want to build relationships, if you want to find some friends, you need to be friendly first. And you can hopefully, if I would just assume at a smaller company, you can find friends. You can build working relationships, friends, whatever you want to say. Um, but be able to do that at a smaller company. But you should be able to do that anywhere you're at, hopefully. So yeah. Let's see. Appreciate bring to the right place. That's all. It keeps me tuned in. Thanks, and keep it up. Thanks, Scott. Appreciate that. Thank you, everyone. I'll look into it. Gotcha. Just one more step. And I'll be a modified RV transporter hoping to pull my first load soon. Tic tac toe. Awesome. 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 I still vote Tannerite. Oh, bro. Dot, 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 dot. Oh, man. Second that motion. Opinion on buying a newer truck versus a cheaper used one. TJ, great question. I'm sure Fairwinds has a video on this as well or something, but I would just say if you're going to buy a well, pros and cons. Newer truck, how it hasn't been handled, if at all, if it's very lightly used at all. You're going to know it's been maintained well. You're going to be paying more of a premium to know those things and to make sure it hasn't been run hard, put away wet. A cheaper used one with maybe some more miles. If you're going to go that route, I would encourage you to ask for as much information about your maintenance records, to look at just anything and everything, any type of pinion seal, any type of greasable joints and things like that. Uh, Try to stick your finger wherever it's at, and try to see, has it been greased recently. Can you see any type of maintenance stuff that's been done, anything at all like that. Uh, Knowing if you're going to buy a cheaper older vehicle, I would just say um, you need to have a laundry list of things that's been done to it, if at all possible. If you can find a private seller, some old person, hopefully, that's maintained it and hasn't beat it to death, rather than some young punk kid who's just hammered it away and has to sell it because they got in trouble with their mommy and daddy, type of a thing. So um, that's kind of where I would be at. I'm gonna back up here. Let's see. Oh, we are way behind now. Can anyone recommend a place for use fifth wheel? Does Synergy have a thing for the Northeast? Seems like they always have those loads. I'd rather not. Don't like the way they do their tolls. Donnie, don't blame you there. Apparently they do. We've got a lot of Northeast loads. I enjoy it for the most part. I'm starting to not. We'll see how things kind of go forward. I'll be bringing some videos to you guys talking about some of these things. So we'll see. We will see what's going on here when I get back on the road. Let's see. Center. Weekend trucking are on here. When and where will the big get together be? Oh man. Um, well, let's see. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Uh, Congratulations on the turbo install. You still have the core turbo. If so, do you want to get together and rebuild? Matt Lewis. So I do have the core return. I've got to get that back to them. I do have my old manifold, so um, that's all I'm really gonna have left. So let's see here. Okay, so I guess we'll pause here. So wow, 56 people in the chat here. So here's my idea. Talking about a big get together. So back in the day, Synergy used to have driver appreciation days, where we were required to go to one of two appreciation days a year, and they were at various locations, different times of the year. Obviously, 6 months apart, roughly, I think. and we would go there. We would hear all the latest information about Synergy and this and that. They would have vendors there. They would have companies there. They gave out free oil additives, fuel additives, all sorts of things. Insurance companies, parts places, just everybody and anybody. And so, basically, um, I Synergy does not do that any longer, anymore at least, for a couple years now. They did the first like 2 years, and so I had this idea. Um, what if everybody got together? And that's a crazy thing to say, but what if drivers got together? There is no Synergy, there is no Horizon, there is no company there. This is by drivers for drivers getting together, um, chatting, talking, networking, eating some food, having a good time. Maybe playing some games, just literally just hanging out. There is nobody trying to sell you under the sun. There is no, just nonsense to me. What if that were possible? And so, I've been thinking this for, I don't know. I've it's been like a couple, I don't know, probably 3, 4 months. I've probably just thought, what if what if this is a possibility? But no, there's no way that how would we do that? If we got together, insurance purpose, insurance stuff, parking, nobody can bring a trailer, okay? Type of a thing. Like, uh man. Um so anyways, I've just been thinking about that. What if that's a possibility? And so anyways, when fair winds and following seas, um uh you guys in the chat, oh my word. um so anyways, yes, no trailers. So when fair winds and following seas was over at my house, I just kind of brought it up to him, or no, we were on the phone, and he greatly liked the idea, I guess, and fired up about it. And so um just throwing it out there, what if we were able to get together, and it's just drivers getting together with drivers, and no trailers, and just having a good time, having a full day, just getting together, no pressure, nothing crazy, and having a good time. And so, um, since then, I've talked to, or Fairwinds has talked to the Bandits. I talked to Weekend Truck, and I haven't seen him in the chat at all. But somebody said that he was here. But what if all of us, all YouTubers, whatever, if everybody could just get together and just have a good time, and collaborate, and just have a fun time. And so, so this is, just an idea, throwing it out there. I think most people, we all kind of put out our polls on the community tab. As of right now, let's see. I haven't even looked in a little while. Um, just kind of asking people, hey, would you even be interested in this? I'm assuming more, probably people in this chat who are maybe a little bit more involved. You would probably be more interested. So as of right now, I've got 134 votes, and there's 46%, 100% I'm there. So I can't do math, but that's a lot. And then there's 41% I'm interested. So maybe not as serious, but they might, they, whatever. It could happen, it could not. So so yeah, just throwing that out to you guys here as well. Just kind of talking about it for the first time, just to be able to meet you guys and just have a good time, eat some food. The As of right now, and um, this is not in stone. This is chiseled in Jello. As of right now, that's what my dad says. He he'll be listening to the live stream later. He'll be laughing. But yeah, chiseled and jello. Um, basically, the thought is that I've got a buddy where I live here in Lafayette, and he's got a large farm ish, several acres, uh, quite a bit of parking available. And so the idea would be is Chisel and Jello, haha, stealing that. The idea would be that we wouldn't meet up in Goshen, we wouldn't meet up in Elkhart or anywhere. It would be in Lafayette, Indiana, and basically we would meet at this friend's property, which right as of right now he is all for it. He used to be a transporter with Synergy for several years. Um, oh, Matt Lewis has a good idea. Let me scroll back. Walmart parking lot. I will bring a gas grill. Oh man, there we go. Um, um, Yeah, so basically, it would be in Lafayette, Indiana. It's about 2 hours away from Goshen area. It's southwest of Goshen by a couple hours, and basically, you can't bring a trailer, but there's it's a little further outskirts of Lafayette, and we would just get together. As of right now, we're talking to two different food cart people. Fairwinds has, as you probably saw on his channel, he's got somebody who owns a bar from his I can't even think of the word right now. I'm terrible. From the chapter in Lafayette, I can't even think of it, but basically the bar, which is I've eaten there before. His buddy, he's got great food there. It's not bar food. It is better than bar food. But basically, they would be bringing their food cart to the property. I also have another person that I know, Club. Yes, wow, Club. Um, that uh, they do. It's not in stone, so I don't even want to say the name. But they have a different type of food cart available, so we'll see how that kind of goes. Just initiating conversations about that. But so basically, we would have potentially two food carts available. We would need to somehow find tables and chairs. But literally, we're just trying to get together, smash some food, have a good time. Nothing crazy. We're not setting fires. We're not jumping off buildings. We're just we're just chatting. We're talking. We're having a good time, eating food, getting together, and we'll kind of see where it goes from here. I really uh, just as someone who's behind the camera screen, as these other folks who have YouTube channels as well, I talk to a camera. I don't get to see your face. I don't get to talk to you. You guys see me. I don't get to see you. I want to meet you, shake your hand, learn about you, learn tips from you, so I can share it on the channel forever for other people. I want to, any of that stuff. Um, B. Harris, you're not setting fires. I signed nothing. Oh dear. Oh wow. I'm scared. Okay, so yeah, that's the idea. And I would just say this: it can just be that. The only other thing I thought was, um, and maybe drivers would like this, maybe they wouldn't. Uh, and you say we're not setting fires, Turbo and Tanner. Basically, um, there was I would just say this: there's only one person or one group or company or whatever that I actually believe is actually rooting for drivers and trying to be a help. And yes, they're a company, and yes, they're for profit, but um, there's only one company I would really feel comfortable with coming to this as a vendor or as a whatever. And I haven't even talked to them or mentioned anything at all. But if we do this, I would like to consider having Dan's service center, Dan's Hitch being there to show different things they have, showcase things, maybe talk to newer drivers who don't know them. Um, I've been there several times now. I've had nothing but great success with them. They're very helpful. They're not just trying to sell you on something. I've got nothing but good things to say about Dan's. Earlier in the chat here, I saw Sean McDaniel. Sean McDaniel, he's the one who has multiple times said on all the Facebook group uh, comments that, you need to go to Dan's. You need to go to Dan's. Like, this is the one place they're going to take care of you at the right price. They're not going to throw you under the bus. Um, he's the one who got me hooked on them. And I've got nothing but good things to say about them. They've got everything in stock. They actually care about you. They're not just trying to throw you under the bus. So big shout out to Sean for helping me find them, and hopefully other people can be helped as well. I have a clear conscience, inviting Dan's to come to this. Um, so yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I'm not trying to be a jerk or anything at all, but I've had success at other places. I've just had the best interactions with Dan's, and that's where I'm going to recommend any new driver to go to. They actually care. So let's see here. Two thumbs up for Dan's. Ryan at Dan's is great. Yes, yes. Sean McDaniel, yes. Second that, they are a great place. You're the one who pointed me in their direction, man. Thank you again. Glad to hear that. Dan's. Think I will be leaving my truck with them for a few days to get outfitted. David, you're not going to regret it. What? Huh? Okay. Well, apparently my wife. Hello. Hello. But okay, so my wife came in while FaceTiming her whole family. So yeah. What do you think about Dooley Depot, Brandon? Yeah, I've had great experiences there. I've also had times where they didn't have whatever was needed in stock, or they didn't really have an answer for me. Some people have had great situations with them. I've heard of some people not. I'm not wanting to get into a big debate about who's best and who's whatever. I just know for a fact I have a clear conscience saying, hey guys, Dan is going to take care of you. And so I personally would like to invite them to come to this. Um, this is not going to be everybody invite whoever they want to come to this. There's going to be a select few. So yeah. Um, let's see here. I'll bet Dan's in a few getting work done. Gotcha. Personally, will not spend a dime at Dooley Depot. Fair winds. Gotcha. Matt, I pick up my B&W fifth wheel hitch from Dan's tomorrow. Awesome. I've never met a company as willing to not take my money right away until we knew we had what we wanted and it was right. Absolutely, Matt. Absolutely. Dan's upfitted my entire truck. Awesome, Sean. Oh man, you said Dan's. I thought you said dance. I don't know. I won't go to Dooley Depot. I will only go to Dan's. Got all my stuff online because I'm so far away. I'm going to Dan's just to check them out. Cade, absolutely. Great idea if you need anything going forward. Marlon, some vendors would be good. Even some demonstrations or input from them, or you might be okay. At first, I thought he said dance too. Sorry, guys. Uh, yeah, no dance. I can't dance. You don't want to see that. Uh, Dance Service Center, run in tie for sure. This would be really good for new drivers. Absolutely, that's one thing. It's not the main thing. The main thing is just us getting together. But yeah, just wanting to be a help, and if new drivers can get even more benefits from it, then more power to you. You don't have to already be a driver to come to this. This would be a great time if you're brand new, if you don't have a clue, if you want to just pick people's brains, introduce yourself, get dangerous, get out of your comfort zone, and say, "Hey, I'm looking to get on with the company. I'd like to learn about this company, that company," and just start asking people questions. Eat some food, sit down, have a good time, and yeah. Um, let's see here. Um, does Dan Service perform the DOT exam for the truck? I believe so. They do. Um, Rachel, howdy. How are you doing? This is my Rachel Schick. Is huh? Who? I'm just saying it right now.
Oh, sorry.
I just said hi.
They're watching live. Sorry.
Oh, dear. Oh man. Um, what's going on? Okay. Pastor Anthony, Dan Service Center is the only place to get it done right. Let's see, guys, it's been great. Got to feed these animals. Can't wait so we can all get together. Looking forward to it. Awesome. Hustle Honto. Have a good night, man. Let's see. Nice beard. Oh man, it's almost as if you've seen it in person. Oh dear. Uh let's see. Have you seen Jeff dance? No, I have not. I would pay to see it though. That'd be pretty awesome. Let's see, Sean. Yes, Dan's did my DOT inspection. Awesome. DOT exam for truck. Lost on that. Uh, yeah, just the DOT inspection. Maybe not an exam, whatever you want to call it. Going over to make sure it's commercially roadworthy. For that, I know what that was. Get her done, nipples. Hate to run, however, I got to hit the road. And time is money. Gotcha, Chris James. Got to make it happen. All right, man. Have a good night. Get some sleep. We will see you later. All right. So, we'll be listening though. Okay. The dimple dance. Yes, Donnie. Yes, I love it. I love it. The dimple dance. We got to see it on your next video or something, man. Oh man, the dimple dance. So yeah, that's kind of the idea. Maybe we might have uh, maybe one or two other companies at this thing. Uh, if if they fit kind of the mold that we're wanting, but that's kind of the idea going forward. So we just kind of need to see, um, see what's possible, what's realistic. If there's going to be an enormous amount of people, and parking becomes an issue, like that's going to be exciting. Also, we're going to have to look and kind of just double check about Indiana COVID stuff and social distancing and whatever. I have my opinions on all of those things. But at the end of the day, my opinion is going to matter a whole lot. So we do need to get together. I think it would be awesome. Um, it would be very fun if things go well and we can like afford to do it again, or whatever. Maybe we'll see about things happening in the future, more than just 1 year, but yeah, that is the idea. So yeah, let me know what your thoughts are on this. If anybody has any more ideas, or a certain company to come that's been a big help to you, let us know. Let's see. Sean Richards, what's going on, man? Good evening, Mr. and Mrs. Helper. Great mic setup. Thank you. Your audio is awesome. Awesome. Yeah. So, my brother, the audio engineer, he hooked me up with this thing, and hopefully is much better than the echoey, nasty audio that was my laptop. Um, it's still really echoey in here, but I'm hoping this mic is actually doing the trick. I've listened to my old live streams versus the one with this last time, and you poor people out there listening to me for however long, I wouldn't want to listen to me with a good mic, but with a bad mic, it's even worse. So you guys are just awesome. I feel terrible that you've had to endure this echoey, trashy audio. But yeah, gotta change that here. Just trying to make it better. So yeah. Marlon, any idea of how many transporter drivers are out there? A couple thousand. Um, that would be a heck of a get together. Lots of drivers gets trailers and heads to Texas. Hello, all. We're going to bring trailers, right? Heavens. No trailers. No trailers. Uh, no. Bad. Our transport. We can transport people. I have passenger endorsement. Rough guess, a little over 4,000. Marlin total estimate. Yeah, I would say that's a pretty fair assessment. I would assume maybe a little bit even more, but I have no idea. Competitive questions once and for all. Oh man, it does get exciting answering the same question, 15 times in a row. So yeah, that could be something. Um, on the fence about RV transport. Would love a get together opportunity to chat with drivers. Stu, that's awesome. Yes, that's man, that's right up this alley. Would love for to be a part of making that happen. Next person to ask if you can make money in this business is uninvited to the get together. Oh wow, that's awesome. My buddy at Horizon said they were going to stop hiring at 1,500 a week or two ago. Wow. Um, Jeff does not want to know if your truck is a. Oh man. If your truck is a diesel. Yes, great rule. Yeah. So, yeah, this is the idea going forward. Um, I cannot stress it enough. I no transport companies there trying to um shove their information down your throat and trying to get you to go to their company. That's not what this is for. This is for drivers, and I just want to be able to meet people and people networking and collaborating and learning and growing and actually getting helped. So that's kind of the deal there. Um, oh man. Well, I'm going to turn my diesel truck into a gas engine again or something. I don't know. I'm just going to throw you off. So every time you answer, I've already converted it somehow back and forth for you. Oh man. So yeah. Let's see here. Well, electrics. It's electric solar power. Yeah. Hey, after the 45 miles, I drive on that. I'll have to charge it for the next, 3 hours. We'll be saving money, right? Runs on unicorn farts. How about best and oil and tire questions? Those still in? Oh my word. Don't forget the question. Can you sleep in the camper? Oh my word. Oh my. Yes. They're I've got a nice bed. You can go check out that video. I honestly, the bed I have is probably better than any camper bed that's out there. So that's my thought. Let's see. Haven't seen a transporter with a Tesla truck yet. Is a hydrogen engine. You guys are crazy. For everyone's what PSI are you running in your tires? Where does the spark plug go? Okay, what is the thing about Easy Pass with Synergy you didn't get? Answer that when we spoke at Walmart. Donnie, so nothing has really changed since then. On the answer towards that, finding out what the deal is. So basically, the big question is, do you going east? Do you go with the Easy Pass, which is apparently supposed to be a very quick turnaround for being able to pay that and then be able to turn in the receipts from their website or whatever to turn in with your information from your load. So um, last time I heard from other people, which it's been forever for me now, it seems like going east or with a load at all. Um, but they're still just as behind as they were before. So you either have the easy pass or you wait for it to come in the mail, which is even longer, you know, several weeks. Um, so I still don't know if there's a real answer yet. Maybe they're still just behind with the Easy Pass. Um, I'm trying to well, I can't do anything until I get another load going east, and then we can start a dialogue with Synergy and talk through some of these things. So we shall see. Well, okay, you guys in all these fancy trucks. Rubber band in the morning and go all day. Wind the rubber band in the morning and go all day. How about this? Can you put gas in a diesel? Yes. Try that. Try that out and see how it works, bro. Marlon. Oh man, I need to get me fancy rubber bands. Yeah, where are these at, man? I gotta get at least one and just try it out. I bought an XL, but I can 100% see the reason for buying a nice truck. You basically live in it. Yeah, Kate. So I was trying to go well after my catastrophic Ford blew up. Rest its 6.0 soul. I was just trying to get into any truck, and I was told, you need to go with a Ram because the Cummins engine is not gonna, let you down. And so, okay, here we go. And got another first one that I could get my hands on. And it was a ST, bottom of the barrel. And so, since then, I have severely found out what the difference is between a Lariat '05 and a ST12 Ram. I'll take my '05 Lariat over an '012, or yeah, an '012. Oh my, a 12 ST from a Ram any day. You live in the truck. You're in there 22 hours a day, probably with bathroom, shower, whatever else you're doing. That. I mean, not absolutely that that way, but you're living in your truck, and so you need to stay sane. You need to have a solid truck, and the more conveniences you have in that, maybe the more easier you can go harder, you can go longer if you need to. So definitely with you on that. Yes, you can, Marlon. Once. As long as you don't start it. That's why I don't go east. Thanks for that. Yeah, Donnie. I'm hoping to be able to put out some videos covering that, some of these issues once I'm able to kind of go through it as a guinea pig myself. I just haven't, and I'm sure there's other guys out there who have a better feel for it, but I just don't right now. Not being out on the road yet. Let's see. Ken's laughing here. Easy Pass has a 24-hour turnaround. Grim Reaper, is that in reality or is that what they say? Because I waited. I'm sorry, I didn't have the Easy Pass then. I know of other people who said they waited over 2 weeks to get their Easy Pass, not 24 hours. So maybe things have changed. That's good. That's very good to hear these things have gotten better. But XL to start next, maybe Lariat. Kate, I would be right there with you, man. Everybody bring some rubber bands. Rubber band just aren't as comfortable, in my opinion. Yes, Kate, absolutely, they're not. My seat is deader than dead. Yeah, love my King Ranch. You found out, did you? You enjoy those new forward seats? All right, guys. So fair winds. He let me ride in his front seat. He didn't make me sit on the bumper, you know. So massaging seats. Oh my! In the front passenger seat, not just the driver's seat, the passenger seat. Um, I mean, it was just I can't even talk about it right now. I might get emotional, but I'm telling you, massaging seats. Oh man. Let me drive till 70 hours in one day. Let me just tell you. Oh man. Let's see here. XL Basic Ford, no power seats. Oh man. I have to. It's great, awesome. But if you have an issue with the Easy Pass showing your paid tolls, sign back in. Huh? Okay, Grim Reaper, gotcha. Eastbound. I always go east. This is my buddy here. Uh, appreciate you coming in the chat, bro. My Lariat has super hard leather seats. I wonder how the King Ranch feels. Gotcha. Tic tac toe. That mic quality sounds like I'm watching Joe Rogan Experience. Thanks, man. Just switch from our Ram Ford. Ford has almost more leg room and headroom, huh? Gotcha. Soft seats, heated and cooled. Oh man, that's what I'm wanting. Heated and cooled seats, massaging seats. I want the full deal. I've endured the pain of 5 years in this chair that has beat me to death, and I'm just so ready for a real chair that's actually going to be comfortable. Oh, we are still in the works of trying to find a cheaper price for a chair that's in the future. It is coming because I just simply can't endure this garbage anymore. But yeah, let's see here. Let's see. I'm getting 24 hours. Okay, Pastor Anthony. So he's getting his easy pass within 24 hours or at 24 hours. So that is awesome to hear. Are y'all selling? Gotcha. That is news to me. That's great. Um, let's see, David. Seems I'm the minority. I am my chances with a newer Dirty Max LTZ. Gotcha, David. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah. Chevys are even more rare, I guess, than Fords. But I know a guy who had a 11 Ford. I'm sorry, an 11 Chevy, 2500, and um, he absolutely um, he loved it until he slid off the road, and the fifth wheel went flying. And then he got a Ram, but he was getting incredible fuel economy in that Chevy. He was killing it. So yeah. What am I saying? What am I saying here? Put, um, Out of the Ford and put them in the Ram. Best of every world. Started with Synergy last week. All is well so far. And yes, I did put your name on the application as a referral. Harold, thank you so much for that. Appreciate that. Let me know if I can be a help to you. Talking through more stuff about Synergy. Just let me know. Do appreciate that. And if that's your name, I'll go ahead and write that down. Harold Column, if I said that right. I'll write that name down so that I can actually talk with them and say, "Hey, you have this person." They'll say yes, and I would actually get credit for that. So, but yeah, congratulations on getting into RV transport. Awesome, man. We're both that recliner, and yes, I'll just get the recliner in from the garage and slap that puppy in there. Wow, that was fast. Nice. I reached out on our transport forum in case you missed it. Gotcha. Bandits out. Have a great night. Bandits, have a good night. We'll catch you later. Awesome, awesome. I would consider buying a nice aftermarket seat. You'd probably switch between trucks for a few years, anyways. Absolutely, Kay. That's what I'm thinking. Depending on which way I go, what I'm doing, that is the idea for me. So, probably going to be sticking with my RAM until there's nothing left. We'll see how long that actually lasts, but that is the idea. Let's see here. Kid, I would consider buying. Oh yeah, Letter Tennessee and Mr. Dimples. Yes. Yep. After the day, I've had it's time to unwind. Got your fair winds. I will catch you later, sir. And my buddy Chris, appreciate that, man. Thank you for the the new chair fund. Absolutely did. And he even did my little tractor smoke thing. Yes, yes. Thanks, bro. Appreciate that. Right. A New York Z Pass can take 12 days. Gotcha, Jane. 12 days for tolls to show up on your account. I waited a week and lost $50. Oh, my word. Just FYI. Thank you for sharing that with us for New York. Wow. 12 days. Excuse me. 12 days. That is no joke. Wow. Miles on my and it's getting crappy fuel economy. Fuel mileage. Hmm. Um well, I know it's not broke in yet, but holy smokes. Yeah, Donnie. What would that be? If there's anything about it going on. I would simply just check your air filter and maybe even already now with 18.5 on there, maybe go ahead and get your fuel filters changed out. Maybe that's a possibility for it. Other than that, just getting it broke in, man. It's tough to hear that. I know probably, but um, yeah, my best fuel economy I've ever had was probably in the 300s. And since then it's kind of come back down because I had injector issues at 400. I've had other issues along then, and my overall turbo has just gone downhill over the last roughly since then 300,000. So I definitely understand that. What are we transport form? Which one? Miles left in it. There you go. What are we? I think so. It'll get better. Mine picked up around 27. Gotcha. B Harris. Um, with bullet camper for cover photo or as well. Hope so. Sure. Shows easy pass. Charges in around 3 days. iPass charges at normally a day or less. Huh. Gotcha, Glenn. Charges in around 3 days. Huh. So different times on some of these things for tolls. That's pretty wild. Daniel, do you have the cabin filter in your truck? Yes, I do. I did cut out the little rectangle box and put one in there. I've since done multiple of those cabin filters. Sure did, Sean. Great conversation. Yeah, Donnie and Sean, we got together. I believe that's right. Yeah. Uh, when I first randomly said, "Hey, I'm going to be in Goshen on this day," that next day or whatever, and got to meet up with those guys. So, would love to do that just by itself, on other random times. Um, just meeting up with guys besides a big meetup for everybody. But would love to meet some of you guys and have a chat or have a burger or do something together. That'd be pretty cool. Let's see. Good night. Good night. The shiny side up and the dirty side down. Thanks, TJ. Have a good one, man. Appreciate you stopping in, man. Nathaniel, what weight distribution hitch? Recommend for RV hauling. So I've got my well. You're at least going to need. Um, I think the lowest one that I've even seen was, I think, 10K. I'm not sure. Um, Anybody else has anything? Sean, okay, yeah, Sean says 10. Um, gotcha. Yeah. And again, Dan's is going to have that for you. They'll be able to hook you up with whatever is needed for our industry. So, good night. How many drivers are pulling to diesel prices seen 380 here in Oklahoma City the other day? Wow, Tim Davis. Wow. Yeah, Tim, I honestly believe um, there's going to be a significant drop off. I made the video quite a while ago talking about the incentive um, increase in the entire industry. 40-cent increase or whatever it turns out to be, depending on a lot of factors. And I just think with these fuel prices, people who are not able to run this like a business, who don't know how to manage their money well, they're going to get cold feet and they're going to run. They're going to say, "Oh, you can't make any money." Well, the funny thing is that you didn't know if you were making money before. When you had the incentive and you had lower fuel prices, you didn't know what your budget was then. You still don't know it now. But now, because you see fuel prices going up, you probably still don't know for sure whether you can pay all of your bills or not, just like before. So you're going to bail because you're starting to feel the squeeze. And so I'm just thinking, man, is that all it takes for people? Like you don't know what you have to have coming in. You don't know what you're doing, how many miles it's going to take. If you start, calculating higher fuel costs into your overall number, every summer fuel prices go up. Or this is another. I think there's more than just one thing contributing to all of this, for sure, and we won't get into that. But fuel prices start to go up come summertime, come when it starts warming up and gets going. So, um, if people don't know how to manage their money over the last 6 months, they're not going to be here that long. It's just a matter of time. They don't know what they're doing. We're going to have all the more people in the Facebook groups saying you can't make any money in this industry. Da 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 da. And yet we have people in this industry who have been here for a long time, who know their budget, who know what they're bringing home every week, who have a regimen, who know what they're doing, who have found all the right prices and things that they need for parts, for where they go for service, all these things. And it just blows my mind that there's people out there who can make this job work at a certain rate, and there's people who don't know what they're doing, and they're just, dangerously jumping in or out of a job like this. That's scary. Um, so yeah. Um, Yep, at I-80 Walcott. Let me know. I live close by. Gotcha, Glenn. Nathan, thanks, I drive a dually, no weight distribution hitch needed. Pulled a the other day, 75. Gotcha, M. Walker. I would say this. So there are companies that if you are pulling a dual axle trailer, you are required at some companies. You are required to have distribution bars for that. If it's a single axle, you're not. That's what Synergy says right now. I did not know that you did not have to have. It's very interesting. You know, people say um, or companies say they communicate with their drivers. When they originally instituted the new policy of we have to have these weight distribution bars, they didn't say a word about single axle trailers. And maybe that's just supposed to be a duh, but like they didn't say it. And so, what, 2 years later now, I'm now hearing, oh, hey, yeah, you don't have to have that uh, for a single axle trailer. And I'm just going, since when? I was told we had to have that no matter what. That's the new policy. It's either a policy or it's not. And so I just think it's funny. Like, come on, guys. Can we be consistent? I would love to know what's actually going on here. Um, mm, looks like I bought fuel for 274 in Oklahoma City last week. Gotcha, Pastor Anthony. Grim Reaper, Easy Pass has some type of glitch. That's why if you don't see it, just sign out of your account and back in, and you should see it under the last 10 days of transaction. Huh. That's what they told me. Okay. Going forward, I'm going to try that. Um, awesome. Been working ever since. Huh. I paid 256 in Jacksonville. I felt like I stolen it. I got you, Sean. Oh man. Have you used the Com Data card to get those cheaper prices? Just a little info. Donnie, to get those cheaper prices. Yes. So I only buy fuel with the Com Data card at the places we get our most, highest discounts at, which is TA and Petro, unless I absolutely have to somewhere else as a last resort, or else I'm not going to go anywhere. So yeah, those fuel discounts are huge, and it's just too valuable. So what I try to do is kind of plot out where I'm going to be stopping at, and I know from there I can make it this many loaded miles and then empty miles to get back to this location. Can I get there and back? If not, then I've got to find some place in between those two points, and then I'll find the cheapest place in between there and just kind of go from there. So, and I won't have to, absolutely fill up there. I'll fill up just enough to be able to get back to that even cheaper spot. So that's kind of the plotting that I do. What happens? What kind of tires do you run, and how many miles? I'm with Horizon, running a 20 about single rear. Unfinished business. Great question. So I have the Otanis, the RK1000s. They are not name brand. They are the exact same ply and weight rating and everything else as Michelin's, as the Michelin MS2s or whatever that I used to use. They are 100 for my tire. They are $115 a piece rather than like 225. So they are significantly cheaper. I get them at bestusedtires.com. That's bestusedtires.com. They are free shipping. They're very fast to me, like 2 or 3 days, maybe. They give all the warranties and whatever stuff. They're brand new tires. Right now, I'm at close to 80,000 miles on them. And to be honest, if I had run a little higher PSI, I probably could have gotten closer to 100. Um, I've had great success with them stopping and starting in rain, in loose road conditions, gravel and stuff. It's been pretty solid as well. So obviously, I'm not in gravel, 99% of the time, but no real big issues here. Just as reliable, I think, as the Michelin's, but those are called Otanis, Otani. RK1000s at bestusedtires.com. I do have a video talking about that. Um, do what you got to do. But I'm paying like half or less for my tires, and I'm very happy with it. But everybody's got their own preferences. You do what you got to do. Totally new origins for joining the team. Awesome. Low distribution bars are easy to use. Takes 10 to 15 minutes to put them on. What is the first incentive over with? Brandon, great question. As for right now, what my guesstimation is that they're going to keep the incentive going for some time. Probably some people have already said through the end of this year for sure. Um, there's no guarantee. They could, the day January 1st, they could pull it out from underneath us. That's why I've been so nervous for other drivers. Like, stop acting like this is the new normal. This is not. At any point in time, they can pull this out from underneath us. And if you don't know how to manage your money and you're not putting money away um, for maintenance, for breakdowns, this is not normal money we're getting. This is more than usual. With fuel prices increasing, what I believe they're going to say is, well, we're not. You've already received a increase in pay. We're not going to pay any more, even though fuel has gone up, because we already think you're getting a deep deal. Is essentially the unedited version of what I think they would say. And so, for some time until their demand of getting out these trailers slows down, which it's not for, I think, a good portion of this year. Like I said, probably through the end of this year and maybe a little bit more. We're going to have this incentive, but they're not going to increase our pay when fuel price goes up even higher. So, at some point, things are going to kind of level out. That's going to, thin the herd. And when things kind of level off from there, um, they'll have to choose. Well, we don't need that many more drivers, but it's still harder to get people to take these trailers because the pay is less because they're paying more in fuel. So there's going to be a balance game. Is my guess, and so um, all that to say, I have no idea, and that's just my guess. That's kind of where I'm at though. Um, just curious, how many weeks is it? I'm sorry, where am I at here? If you pull park models, you'll need 14K hitch. Gotcha, Richard. Seth, just curious, how many miles a week does everyone try to do as a average? Great question, Seth. Sean, sadly, uh, there's many in this that do not know their operation costs. Yes, absolutely. You've got to know your numbers. You need to know exactly what you have to come in. What is your budget? What is your a budget is not things you hope and wish for. A budget is what you have to pay to survive, to live. That's keeping the lights on at home, taking care of the wife and kids, keeping the truck running, doing what you got to do. Um, you've got to know those numbers. If you don't, you're running around in the dark, with a um, the wife stuck in for a second. Um, oh, and Bella's here too. Uh, so, Bella, hey baby, you want to say hi to everybody? Want to say hi? Let's say hi. Come here, baby. Oh, yes, yes. She loves the beard and she loves my ear. She's all about it, guys. Yes, yes. Bella is 3 years old. Yes, it is. Mwah. She's a precious little girl. We're trying to get her fattened up because you can play the xylophone on her ribs. It's not good. She's lost 7 pounds, so she's okay. Go with mama. Go go go. Come here, Ryder. Ryder, come. She is a bundle of joy. Also, she destroys trash cans and eats my food. But yeah, so pretty wild. Let's see here. Where we at? Where we at? Paul. Barking Iron. Hello. How we doing? How we doing? Cade. So I bought a 1 ton, no CDL. I got a 1 ton because I plan to get the CDL ASAP. How much will that hurt my available runs? Do you think, Cade? My question is, what is your, excuse me, what's your GVWR for that dually? I know the newer Rams, they're like 14,000 GVWR. For my truck, it's 12.3. So for me, that allows me to pull up to 13.7 non CDL. For obviously a 14,000, you're going to be able to do 12,000. 12,000 on a trailer is going to pretty much include any, almost every single travel trailer you'll be able to pull besides the bigger park models. And then you'll be able to pull fifth wheels generally start at about 10,000. So you would be able to pull from 10 to, like you said, 12. There's several, I would say, at least at Synergy. I don't know where you're going to be at Synergy. There's still quite a few between 10 and 12,000. But you obviously would be limited, obviously for the park models for travel trailers, as well as the higher, bigger up ones for fifth wheels. So there's still pretty good range. Um, when things do get lean, though, if you don't get your CDL, absolutely immediately, I understand that's what you're wanting to do. But things will be a little lean. You'll be in the group of people that there's less options. So that just kind of comes with the territory, not having the CDL. Let's see, John. What fifth wheel hitch you use? What is the weight rating? I have the B&W. I believe it's. Oh man, it's been a while since I've even looked. I think it's 16. I can't remember. It's more than I can actually do for my GCWR, my the combination. I can't do um, more than 13.7, so it's way above that. I'll have to look. I cannot remember what it is. It says right on the side. I just don't remember right now. Eugene, I've seen guy that breaks down and the truck is under warranty, and they tell the dealership all campers for a living with the truck should voided their warranty. Ouch, ouch, not good. Um, yeah, trying to hide or conceal whether it's for commercial use or not is not a good idea. If you're wanting to implement that, 'cause they're going to see on the miles. You put 100,000 miles in 1 year. What were you doing? I don't know, just driving around. They're gonna know, especially how you outfit it with an auxiliary fuel tank and all that. They're gonna know for sure. Chris, paid 250 in Texas on Tuesday. Huh? Gotcha. Park models pay more for a reason, and they suck pulling and hog lots of fuel. M. Walker, you are deadly right on that accuracy. Unfinished business, very nice, good info. I'll look into those. Awesome. Sean Eugene Victory wants warranty does not cover commercial use. Boom, there you go. Before you do anything with any type of warranty, find out before you get sold something that you can't use, and they'll throw you under the bus and laugh at you. Absolutely. Are you talking about on Facebook? How will they know it's used commercial if you don't tell them? If you've got an auxiliary fuel tank, if you got a full length mud flap, if you've got a fifth wheel toolbox, if you have a fifth wheel, if you have a fire extinguisher, um, if you even have a CB radio in your Ram 3500 or whatever it is, that's like a dead giveaway. So yeah, fairly easy to tell. Um, but honestly, even just the miles, nobody, unless, un- yeah, it's just a dead giveaway, in my opinion. Here's the deal: I have almost 4,000 a month in bills with a truck and insurance, including house, car, campers, and bills. Extra money, and still make extra to pay off bills and save. Awesome, awesome unfinished business. That is the way to go. Way to go on that. I love it. I have two boxers at home waiting for me to get back. Absolutely love them. Awesome dogs. Yeah, she's a handful. I love her to death, but sometimes, sometimes she might, come close to dying. I don't know. She's got serious like mental health issues or something with anxiety and some other stuff. She's pretty needy, but we do love her. Let's see here. Talked about Dan's earlier. Carter tire on Dan's is great. I had a tire issue while I was loaded, and they took care of me right away. Great service, huh? Carter Tire. Okay, Tire on Casa Casapolis Street, north of Dan's. Okay, huh? Probably butchered that, but gotcha. Seth. Okay, Daniel. Nobody answered. Oh, how many miles do you try to get in a week? Gotcha, Seth. Yeah, nobody answered on that one. So what? Okay. Oh, I'm just supposed to ignore her apparently. Okay, she's not here. So in a week from again, my budget, what I want to do, I want to be home more with my wife who wants me to ignore her,
Who?
and
Who? Who's that?
no, throw those away. What's happening?
I got hang on.
Okay, sorry.
I won't come in again. I'm just
So,
kidding.
that's okay.
Babies, come here now.
Go go go. Thank you. So for me, loaded miles, I try to go at this point about 1,000 to maybe 1,300 a week. I don't need to do more than that right now. I've got my budget lower uh, than it used to be, a lot more. We now have combined incomes. We're still going to be paying off debt. We're still going to be, all our regular bills are condensed now, and there's other work that I can do here. I also have my other business I've started in my hometown, so I don't need to be on the road as much. So um, I might not be a good example of what you need to do or whatever, but I'm between about 1,000 and 1,300 in a week that I try to go. I know there's other guys who maybe have to go closer to 2,000 a week, every single week. But there's just differences with the needs and opportunities. So I really enjoy being home, and if there's a way I can make money here, I will, just to just get to the number that I need to overall. Charles, I have the Kurt 24,000. I have the lube plate as well. Yes, lube plate is awesome. Who installed that for me? I think I went to I can't even remember their name. Really didn't like them though. Who was that originally? Man, it's like a racing company or someplace in Goshen. Yeah, was not really impressed with them. They were kind of upset that I bothered them for coming in as a customer. It was very strange. But yeah. Oh, Pro Motor. That's who it is. Pro Motor in Goshen. They put on my lube plate, and I've been there several other times for other things because it was just real close. And I didn't. That at that time I didn't even try Dooley Depot, and I definitely did not know about Dan's or actually go to Dan's in Elkhart. Um, but yeah, I Promoter, bad experience with them. They really don't care about you. That's my experience. I was an inconvenience to them when there was no one else in the entire building. Let's see here. Dear Seth, 2K miles is my goal. Gotcha, Sean. Thanks, Daniel. Heading to Goshen in the morning. Have a good night and be safe. Thanks, Richard. Have a good one, man. Tomorrow, I hope to be getting my truck on the road, getting everything put together, cleaning up my garage from the death of oil and coolant all over my floor, which is very exciting, and getting that going. So definitely want to be on the road either later this week or at the very latest next week. I do have some dumpster rentals going on this week. So I'm pretty excited about that. But gotta get some money rolling in here. Let's see if your regular cab RAM running up and down 55, 57, 70. CB handle fireman. Gotcha, M Walker. Very cool. 55, 57, or 70. Gotcha. Here, my oldest deals with anxiety pretty bad. CBD actually helps quite a bit, huh? Barking iron. Appreciate that. I did have some CBD stuff for my Sheltie, Big Al, back in the day. Man, he was the best dog in the world. The CBD did help with his joints, him walking. That really prolonged his life, where he could still be mobile. But yeah, I might look into that for her just to help her calm down a little bit. Really stresses out. Ryder does not. He is all chilled out, especially in the truck. But yeah, let's see. My goal is 2,000. So yeah, a lot of people saying 2,000 roughly is their goal, and they just try to shoot for that. Praying for her. Just over 2K this past week. Loaded. Was forced into a reset on my return trip to Indiana. Gotcha, Chris James. Gotcha. Let's see. Sounds like you basically do one load a week. M Walker, yeah. So I'm trying to stay more local. I might do one load a week, or I might do two shorter ones. My day trip to Missouri, I really enjoy that. That's 415 miles or 418 miles, depending on which dealership I go to. By the Six Flags and all that, but and then some other, another 600-mile run, or uh, a 2 day trip or whatever type of thing. So that's kind of where I like to stay in at this point now. Um, but don't need to as much now. Did you try Hot Shot Secret EDT? So did you see any fuel economy improvement? Jason, so yes, I believe I did, but my turbo has, been slowly on its deathbed, and I believe my fuel economy has slowly dropped, slowly and slowly, um, to where it was completely dead here recently. So it's a little hard to tell. I will have the new turbo installed. I'm so excited and so interested to see if some of my fuel economy is restored back to the higher numbers I was getting before. I'm a kid in a candy store excited about that, to see what happens. Maybe it's not too much more than I'm expecting, and I'll be let down or something. But pretty pumped up about that. We'll see. But I will be running some other additives going forward, with Hot Shot and Lucas as my main deal. So yeah. Is in my loop plate for $60. Man, I can't remember what Promoter did mine for. Probably more than $60. Uh, yeah, never going there again. Dan's Hitch did mine. Ryan and Dan are absolutely awesome guys to deal with. Awesome. Dan's RV added my lube plate to my fifth wheel. $60. Yeah, there we go. What grease are you using? Grease for the fifth wheel. I'm not. I've got just the lube plate, so no grease. Have you seen any loads going to Alaska on the load board? I have not seen an Alaska in a long time. Uh, I have, just not in a while, or I haven't been paying attention. um, Barking. How many dumpsters do you have, if you don't mind me asking? Right now, I just have one, just one dumpster, dump trailer, and I've been doing a lot of day dumpsters, so kind of swapping them in and out throughout the every other day or so. I just got a contract, or not a contract, but I'm working with a contractor who does roofing, so two roofs a week. And then I've got a few other things in the fire here. So, um, seemingly this season is going to be pretty big for this new venture that I'm going towards with this dumpster business. So potentially buying another dumpster soon. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but that is my hope. Larry Byerly RV. Oh my word. You know about that place. You already know about Gail then. Or Getaway RV in St. Louis. Okay, maybe you just know about them, but um uh yeah, Byerly RV, that takes, man, that place, Gail, she is challenging. That is the only person that I know by name who checks in trailers, because of how difficult she makes the process checking in trailers. It is a 2 hour ordeal every single time. She has multiple people taking pictures, multiple people going through it in and out. She does an inspection, other people do an inspection. It's simply incredible, but it is the perfect day trip for me, going that 415 from my house. They are 300 miles exactly from my house. So 600 round trip. I'm home for dinner, kind of a thing. So it's a real big headache. But going there, but I really do still enjoy it because I'm home and it's dinner time, and what's cooking, good looking type of deal for my with my wife. So so that's the idea going forward with that. But yeah. Let's see here. Good night, all. And hi, Miles Helper. Keep up the great info and keep the wife happy. Enjoy the marriage, married life. Stay blessed. Thanks, Grim Reaper. Have a good one, man. Appreciate that. Let's see here. Also, I've been kicking around that myself. There's a few other in my area doing dumpster rentals, but they don't receive the best recommendations. Gotcha. Yeah. So I do have another YouTube channel, kind of documenting um, my process of starting this new business. I only have a small amount of videos on there so far, but at some point I will share with everybody what that the name of the channel is. I'm not really sharing that right now, just because I'd like to actually have lots of videos for people to poke around and check out if they wanted to. But in time, I definitely will share that. But there's a lot of other great people out there, much bigger YouTubers with lots and lots of subscribers, that are a big help. They've been a big help to me. So absolutely. Let's see. There's oh my, that's crazy. Chassis grease. Um, Stay away from Missouri. Oh, Pastor Anthony, yeah. I don't have the best luck in Missouri. That's where my injectors go. That's where my Ford blew up. That's where a wheel hub assembly went out on me. Missouri does not play games with me. Um, oh man, just want to say thanks to you and the other YouTube RV transporter guys. I made my first delivery last week. Awesome, Kevin. Congratulations, man. That's cool. Hoping to be able to switch to this full time. Awesome, Kevin. Yeah, man. Just take it in baby steps and just learn as you go. And if you have any questions, let us know. I'd be happy to help if I can. Again, anybody in the chat, if you want to talk on the phone, I know I've been terrible in the past. I'm trying to get better. If you go to my website, HighMileageHelper.com, it's a free phone call thing. It's literally just to help me schedule things, to have names and numbers and know what's going on. But if you want to talk on the phone this week, let me know. Schedule a time. Hopefully I will see that and get back to you so we can just talk on the phone for maybe an hour. That's free. Donations are great. It'd be nice, but I'm just here to help you guys any way I can. I don't know everything. There's other guys out there who can help you as well. But anything I can do to help, I am here if I can. Let's see. Seth caught a guy inspecting the trailer when I was dropping it off. He kept sitting down on the couch playing on his phone. He sat down for over 5 minutes each time. Oh, Seth. Oh man. That's rough. Steve, good night all. Might see you out on the road. Have a good one, Steve. Thanks for stopping in, man. Seth, he didn't know I could see him through the slide out window in in the mirror. Oh man, caught red handed. Oh my word. Good night, all. Safe travels and keep up the dirty side. Keep the shiny side up. I can't see. I'm starting to go blind here. We are at an hour 40 minutes. Wow, we got 48 people here. That is insane. Very cool. Appreciate you guys being here and just talking through stuff. Just trying to help going forward. Um, oh man, safe travels. Hey Daniel, got in late. Good to see your turbo is replaced. Holland USA, yeah. So turbo is replaced, but I now have a coolant, the water line in the back on the back side of the water pump where it feeds to the EGR and the turbo. That line has rusted out and cracked, and so I now have a serious. Nope, the light turned off here. I now have a serious coolant leak. My garage floor is neon green, so that's pretty cool. Um, so yeah, I'm getting that part in tomorrow. I paid a stupid amount of money to be able to get that part quicker through the dealership rather than the Mopar factories, through online, whatever. Their auto part stores don't have the part. So turbo is good to go, but I haven't driven it 1 inch because of this other part. I do not want to go without coolant. So, excuse me. Excuse me. Let's see here. I'm out. I've got a full day tomorrow. I do need some help getting my channel better. Pastor Anthony, yes, I've been slacking. I need to get with you, talk with you on the phone. I will get back to you on Instagram, and we will go through things, and I'll do whatever I can to help, man. Absolutely. Catch you later, man. Tim, good night. Face palm. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. For real. Coolant lines going bad. But I'd rather it happen in my garage rather than on the highway and I overheated and something blew up. So it is what it is. What's your thoughts on leasing onto more than one company? Um, Braden, so you can't, if you, oh man, if you have more than one truck, you can. If you're doing haul away, um, you're leasing your truck to one specific company. So you can't unless you have two trucks or you are switching back and forth between two leases for one truck is a big no. So you pick one company and roll with them. If you don't like them, you go to somewhere else. Or maybe you have two trucks and you have two leases for those two trucks. So that's kind of the situation for that. Maybe that's not the answer you're looking for. It may be a little confusing because on the drive away division, you can have multiple companies, and that is legal. That's no problem at all because you're not leasing a truck. You're driving for them. You may have a tow car behind whatever you're doing, but you're not leasing a vehicle to anybody. Um, yeah, what Sean said. Yeah, so for drive away, you can do as many. I know a guy who has three companies for drive away, and he does a full circuit from Indiana. I don't know exactly where he goes down, but somewhere in the North Carolinas, and then he comes back down. He does a big like egg shape. And between the three companies, he always stays loaded wherever he goes for the drive away. And that's great for him. That works out, but that is not how it works for towaway for legal reasons or whatever it is exactly. But that would be a big no, unfortunately. Does not mean that, people don't still try it, I'm sure. Um, so yeah, pretty um pretty tough on that answer, I guess. But yeah, let's see. What am I doing here? I'm bouncing around here. Dinner time just got done. Grilling steak. I'm out. Hey man, tic tac toe. Save some for me, bro. Have a good one. See ya. Chris James. It will go with no coolant. I was has radiator and continued for 5 more hours. Well, I'll just say this: I don't want to find out the hard way that you're wrong on that. Yeah, I don't want to have any leaks going on. So painfully, I've been waiting this whole time to get this part in and get it replaced. It's like one bolt, and then two like rubber gaskets or whatever for the EGR line, and then the turbo line going kind of fed into those. So yeah, and then yeah, Sean for the drive away, not tow away. Yep. Did you lease using Tim? Did you lease using you business name? Tim, could you clarify on that? Um, Not sure business name. What you're saying? Oh. Are you saying did I have like an LOC and I'm driving with my LOC at Synergy or something? I'm in this with Synergy. I'm a sole proprietor, so I don't have an LLC. I own the or have a loan on the truck. Daniel is the driver, not an LLC or any type of S corp or something like that. So yeah, it's just me. I don't recommend it though. I got you, Chris. Added coolant 2 times and gave up. Oh man. And then yes, gotcha. So yeah, yeah, just me as a driver there. For my new business that I started, I do have it as an LLC. I definitely wanted to limit the liability of the company, especially having to do with a dump trailer and things being thrown around in a trailer and dumping things, going down the road and stuff. So definitely see the valid argument for starting with an LLC for this, so that you don't get your house or anything else taken away if something crazy happened out on the road, even after insurance. Um, but yeah, I did not with Synergy going forward. So, well, guys, it's an hour 47. Incredible that you guys are still. It's after 10 o'clock. 38 people here. Really appreciate you guys stopping by. I always really enjoy this. Again, I wish I could actually like be in the same room with you guys, just chatting and learning from you and talking through stuff. Everybody just kind of contributing and stuff, and that's you know one of the big reasons why I've thought about having some type of driver thing. Everybody can get together. I don't have all the answers. You probably don't have all the answers, but somebody's got the answer, and we can help each other. We can encourage each other. We can just have a good time and know who our colleagues are, and just learn and grow and just have a good time without pressure from companies trying to hire you and hunt you down and who knows what. So anyways, really appreciate you guys stopping by. Let's see the last few comments here. Have a great night, Daniel. The next couple of weeks, I'm planning to schedule a phone call with you. Awesome, Holland, USA. Very good, very good. I will be looking out for that. Watch your video for 3 weeks before getting on the company I'm at now, and I want to say thank you for all the info you put out there. Awesome, Ryan. That is awesome to hear, and glad you're. I'm assuming happy with that company. Awesome, awesome. Anyways, yeah. Tim, Paul, have a great night. Sean, have a good one, man. I will catch you guys later, and hopefully tomorrow by noon at the latest, I will be cranking my truck and getting up on the road and test driving it, and then cleaning my garage floor from the death that I've had poured out everywhere. So, anyways, have a good one, guys. Stay safe and God bless.